Hi stars, welcome back to another installment of the Artist Advice series, and welcome to Mellsville Mondays. If you haven't been following along, in case you haven't noticed, every Monday we're posting something. Today we're posting advice on building a team, part 2. This time we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the artistic side of things, and of course, as you go along in your career, your team is going to get bigger because you're going to need more things and more people and more opinions and stuff like that. When building a team, the first thing that you need is mutual support. You need to support whoever's on your team. They need to support you. Everybody needs to be on track and on the same page when it comes to the goals and the process and what's happening. So mutual support, it can't just be one-sided. You want to make sure that you support them, they support you, whoever it may be, because your team is your bread and butter. It is what's going to take you to the next level in your career. The next person that I would say to have on your team, or the first person actually, is a producer. If you're in the music field, television, whatever, creativity, a producer pretty much runs everything as far as the creative process. They can find you beats. If you're in television, they pretty much will do storylines, scripts, make executive decisions on what should make it and what shouldn't make it. They pretty much are behind the scenes on the creative process and moving the project along. Another thing, an engineer is someone that you might want to have on your team. This one is one of those things that's iffy. Like, some artists prefer to have a go-to engineer who they bring with them everywhere. In other cases, you just work with whatever engineer is at the studio where you're recording at. An engineer is important because they really are going to impact your sound. Their mixing, the mastering, the recording process will be based on your engineer. A lot of studios allow you to have no engineer sessions, so pretty much you bring your own engineer into the session, because artists are now including engineers on their team for that purpose. And then this is someone who will be on the entire project from start to finish as well. They'll know what you like, the structure, the templates, whatever it may be. So that would be a good person to have on your team. Again, this is not a necessary one. You can kind of do without it depending on your situation. Obviously, the artist, you are the star of the show. So you need to pretend, well, not pretend, but you need to step into that like you're a star. Own that shit. You have to be on your team. You might be thinking, duh, I have to be on my team. But when I say that the artist has to be on their own team, mentally, you need to be on your team. Because you could have 30 people working for you and trying to make your dream come true. But if you don't believe in yourself and you're not fighting for yourself and you're not on your own team, how can anybody else be on your team? Be on your own team. Do it. Be on your own team. Videographer / photographer, visual person, I guess. We could just go with that. You might not need both, one or the other, depending on your marketing, depending on your structure, where you're going, things like that. If you have music videos and you work with one specific videographer who knows your style and you want to stay with them throughout your career, this is a good place to start. Same thing with photographers. They know your angles, they know what you like, what you don't like, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. So you might want to have them there. Again, you might not want them completely on your team as part of everything, but maybe you could have a couple of go-tos that no matter what, you're like, okay, I like their work, this is where I'm going to go, blah, blah, blah. Next, graphics. This is a non-negotiable in my opinion. You need a graphics person. There is going to be so much content that you're going to make that requires graphics. Social media, cover art, promotional content, EPKs, email newsletters, all of that will come from your graphic designer. You need it. You need one. Non-negotiable. Another thing with the graphic designer is I personally do have a graphic designer on my team. That's the number one person I have on my team. They redid my entire website. And that shit is worth it. The main reason why you want a graphic designer is because they can have your color theory, they can have your font style, your aesthetic, and everything. You don't have to sit there and explain to them what you're looking for every single time, because they already have the templates, they already have everything situated. They have their proposal for you. You like it from the beginning, and it's easy. They can redo your logo, get everything done fairly quickly. Like with my graphic designer, she has all of this. So when I need something done, boom, it's within minutes that she can do it, because she already has everything set up in her whatever organizational thing that she has. She already knows, like, my client folder. She goes, okay, I need this for social media. She already has it. All it is changing this or that. It makes life so much easier. When you jump from different graphic designers, you have to go through the process every single time to explain to them, this is what I want, this is the colors I want. And that doesn't guarantee that it's going to be the same theme or the same branding as you had on everything else, because you're working with someone new. They might not have all of the fonts that you use. They might not have the colors that you use available. So it'll probably look a little different because you didn't go with like the same person before. So I say stick to one graphic designer when possible. The next area is like marketing, media, writers. This is a little tricky to do because they all have different roles. So a marketer is someone who's going to take your product, devise a marketing plan, a marketing strategy, and implement that. They're going to consider sales, promotional campaigns, content, social media campaigns, interviews, media, all of that. That's marketing is crucial. It's critical. And it's all encompassing. You will also, if you possible, a media person or a writer, if you can get someone like that on your team. This is challenging, as I've said before, on both sides, because the media people have a specific job they have to do. So having media on payroll, as they say, because celebrities have to do this, like big name celebrities have media people on payroll, where that media publication will get first dibs on whatever relevant news there is. This can help or hurt depending on the relationship. If you can't have a specific media person on your team, have good relationships with local media. That'll help as well to get published. You would need a content writer. This is iffy because a lot of artists, you write your own raps anyways, write your own songs, you write your own stuff. So for some artists, it can be easy to translate from writing a song to writing your own content, whether it be social media captions, content for your website, email, things like that. But if you're not comfortable writing in that aspect, then try to work with a content writer. You can find them. I mean, there's so many freelance writers. I'm a freelance writer in like my day-to-day job, aside from Melly Stars. We're everywhere. And then last but not least is a business partner. Of course, the goal of your music is to inspire others to share your creativity, but you also want to make a living. You're investing a lot of money, time, energy, resources into this, and you want to have a return on investment, of course. A business manager or business partner can help you accomplish that. They can review contracts, bookings, residuals, distribution, all of that. Now, it's very important that you pick this person wisely, because in this industry, so many people get screwed over because they pick the wrong business partner. So make sure that you trust them, that they believe in you, that they understand you, and that they have a good track record. If they have a negative track record, chances are it's not going to work out. They're not going to be able to provide to you what you need. Be very cautious with this, but it's also very important so that you can make money. And that's all I have for Building a Team Part 2. Again, as your career continues to grow, you're going to add more and more people to your team. So we'll keep having separate parts as we go along. Hope you guys are enjoying Melsville Mondays. Remember, every Monday I will be posting either a video, a vlog on here, or a music review on mellystars.com, or an interview on Spotify podcast or Melly's Couch. So make sure you follow me on everything Melly Stars so you can stay up to date on what's dropping when, because there's a lot happening this year in case you haven't noticed already. So yeah, that's all for now. Bye.